What's up, guys? Yes, it is time again for a BattleBox unboxing. We got another small box here. All right, fairly thin, fairly small. We'll see what's going on the inside. Today, just rocking the Leatherman Wave Plus, doing the multi-tool thing lately. So when I carry a full-size multi-tool, it's usually my main blade as well, if it's easily accessible like this particular model. But if it's, tucked inside, sometimes I'll carry it somewhere else as opposed to the front pocket. But anyway, I'm gonna open this guy up. We are on mission 55. All right, you can pause the screen there. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. Let's see, what is this? We have Wagentech Ion Boost Slim. This is a lithium jump starter and power bank. I can't even tell you how useful these things are. I've personally used one of these at least 3 times. There was one particular time where there was a kid, he had a Subaru wagon, I think something like that. It was pouring rain out. He was on the side of the road, decided to stop and help him. I was with Christina, actually we were in her car. She was driving and she keeps one of these, something very similar in her car, power bank with the jumper cables, and we're able to help the kid out. And he was extremely thankful. He also needed gas. His car was in pretty rough shape. He literally ran out of gas. So the first thing we thought we needed was gas. So we ended up driving him all the way down to the gas station. He already had a container because apparently there's a gas leak he knew about. Anyway, came back with the gas, filled it up, thought we're good to go, and the battery wouldn't start. And of course, Christina keeps this in her glove box. We're able to use it. Very, very helpful stuff. All right, so besides just charging your phones and stuff, I believe these usually charge, smaller size motors like, 4-cylinder V6s. I don't think they do 8s. So this one's the same as the other ones. It's saying specifically V6. So yeah, very, very cool though. Very, very useful. Highly recommend these regardless of BattleBox. If you don't have one of these things, definitely get one. They come in handy. All right, moving on. What is this? Lord & Fields. Oh, Lord & Fields. What do we have? Let's see. Oh, it's a wood box. I thought this was a cardboard box with wood grain. This is just a wood box. So, looks like this slides open. I like the presentation. We got a couple things in here. What's going on here? Is this fire starting stuff? I see cotton, I'm thinking fire starting. I like their little old school wraps here too. All right, we got a very cool Ferro Rod. Ooh, I like this one a lot. It's got some cutouts here for some grip. Big old fat ferrocerium. And we have a striker that's equally cool and obviously matches with the handle. Looks like a little knife. Very sharp edges. We like that. All right, so obviously you can get down in here. You can use the back of it if you need to. That is really cool. Really, really like that. I've always been into the fire starting stuff. Well, I'll need to wrap these back up. As far as this, I don't even know if that would burn well. It's kind of waxy. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, these things are awesome. So let me pop that back in there. I like the little case as well. All right, so you can store it in here. And if you're in a real pinch, you could just burn the box. As cool as it is, if your life depends on it, who cares, right? That is really cool, and I really do like the presentation. Awesome. All right, so continue with Lord & Field. The Fortel. What? You guys know this knife. Oh, how cool is that? All right, so I guess they teamed up with Lord & Field to do a production version of this. A Tropos knife, Fortel. Now, I did a whole video on this. You guys know it, or maybe you don't. I don't know. Check it out if you haven't seen that video. Okay. And this is obviously, okay, both sides come off. This is the production version of a very, very unique, very cool custom Russian knife, the Fortel Fisherman. All right, so I have this knife. Let's see, this version. I'm gonna do a direct comparison in the future. So just in case you haven't seen this before, I'll give you a quick shot on this. You're gonna rotate the center cap. It unlocks both pieces. They pull apart. So we have a knife on one side, all right, and a fork. This also helps to keep it from rotating, okay, but it is a very functional, fork for camping purposes. And then, of course, if you want to, there's more knife in there. All you have to do is rotate this bottom piece, all right, so you can see how that rotates to lock or unlock. And then out comes the rest of the blade. Lock that back up. Now you have a lot more blade, and if you want to extend the handle, because you can use it with the small handle, or you can put this in there and lock that as well. All right, so you have a very long handle with the long blade. All right, next up we have, let's see, ultra compact microfiber towel. All right, this seems fairly large. Okay, it is, it's large. 30 inches by 50 inches. That is pretty big. All right, let me cut this off here. Pop the other side here. And put the garbage off to the side. So it looks like maybe, yeah, these just completely come off. Whoa, is this a carry bag? All right, so we have a carry bag for it as well. It's interesting, I'm guessing. You guys know I do these videos off the cuff. Who knows, maybe in the future I will open a BattleBox, look at everything so I know what I'm looking at, and then do a video. But I like the style that I do, because you guys probably laugh at me fumbling around. I'm assuming that's a carry case for it if you chose to do that. But either way, let's pop that out and open this up. Well, I'll have to unravel the whole thing, but yeah, this is a huge microfiber cloth. All right, and there's a hole in the corner for, I don't know, maybe another way to roll it up. It's on this side as well. Interesting. We'll have to revisit that in the future. All right, so put the straps back on here. So yeah, that is super handy. I don't know if to hear from me how handy a towel can be, but yeah, pretty cool. Put that off to the side. See what else we have going on in here. What is this? Tiny Survival Guide. 242 tips and skills inside. Disaster, emergency, wilderness, urban, and seer. A life insurance policy in your pocket. So, is that just literally a pocket guide? Could be. And a magnifying glass, in case you can read it. But, as we all know, you can use this to start fire. So how does this work? Oh, okay, so the whole thing, oh, I see. And it's an accordion style fold. All right, let's try this again. My camera went out of focus. So this whole thing is folded up like an accordion style. All right, and obviously we just have a slew of different survival information, things that might help you. All right, and of course you can fold it back up. But the whole, kind of gimmick here is that it's the size of a credit card. It's not as fat as a credit card, but you could probably slip this in the side of your wallet. All right, so like let's say your wallet's a bifold. When you open up your wallet, you have those bigger back pockets on either side. Something like that, you could slip that right in there, all right, along with the magnifying glass. And obviously in a pinch, you can whip it out anytime, and you don't have to remember all this stuff. You have a good reference. So it's pretty cool. There's definitely a gimmick there, but I like it. All right, let's actually see what this is I just folded. It looks like a coupon for this. So let's look at this first. The PyroPutty Summer Blend. Okay, let's see. It's literally going to be, you gotta smell it, right? Okay, that stinks. It vaguely smells of some kind of combustible fuel and licorice for some reason. Also smells like black licorice. So this looks to me, and maybe we can read it in the pamphlet there, a concoction of like cotton fibers mushed together with some kind of fuel and wax and something else. So you can, it has the consistency of putty or fuzzy Play-Doh, but obviously will ignite. It'll work very good with our Ferro Rod. So let's see if we can read about this a little bit. How to use. Grab a healthy piece of PyroPutty. Rip apart, exposing the fibers. Stick putty to wood. Stick and ignite. Build fire. Like they have to specify. Yeah, once you're done with this, build that fire. You really should have everything all prepped up, as we know. So yeah, flammable, keep out of the reach of kids and teens. Check local fire regulations for use, and you can read the rest here if you want. So yeah, the summer blend says 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. It's thicker. So that's really interesting. So I'm assuming, well, it's right there. That looks like the winter one. The winter version obviously be better for the temperature. All right, so all the information's here. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but it's right in front of me. The winter version, summer version, this comes with the summer, since it is still fall. 100% waterproof, UV glow, discreetly marked trail. Ooh, that's interesting. This glows under UV light. Very easy to light, lightweight, quarter-size ball, burn time's about 15 minutes for a quarter-size ball. All right, cool. We will definitely check this out. I'm gonna do a separate video on the PyroPutty as well in the future because I am certainly intrigued. So there's your coupon. That's what I thought this whole thing was, just coupon for it. 10% off PyroPutty at Amazon if you use 10 BATTLBOX promo code. All right, moving on here. What's going on with this? WorkSharp. Ooh, this looks like some bits, a bit kit. Knife sharpener instructions. Step 1, 15 strokes on diamond. Step 2, 15 strokes on ceramic. Repeat until sharp. We also have a link there, so you can look online. Let's see here. This looks like a little pocket sharpener, but with a Torx Bit Kit, and that would be very, very handy. So many people ask me all the time, you know, about Torx drivers, because people get into knives and eventually, you know, maybe they're getting some cheaper knives or even more expensive ones and the pivot gets loose, whatever, and they have to tighten stuff. Just always good to have that. This is actually a really good design. So we have 2 crescent spots on either side to hold with jimping. All right, so there's no way that's not gonna, you know, come out of your grip there. The diamond sharpener rod on one side, okay, and then our ceramic on the other. So this is obviously your coarse, this is your fine. And then it looks like in the middle we have our bits. How does this work though? I don't want to break anything. Okay, so there's like a rubber strip on the bottom, so don't force anything, but you know, it pulls out, I guess, either side. We can pull a bit out. There must be a spot. There it is on the corner. That is a really genius little design. And obviously we have our Torx bits. So I like that. Be careful though, because it feels like if you crank on this and that little rubber strip that's holding it in rips, then that's it. It's just broken. There's no way that this is gonna, you know, hold anymore. So when you put it towards the middle, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's hitting these little fins on the side. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of what's keeping it in place, right? So they're not moving around. And then there's a little tiny lanyard, plastic lanyard. But yeah, this is a really, really cool design. I actually want to reference the price on this separately in case people were interested in that. WorkSharp mini sharpener and tools, 10 bucks. That's worth it, and that's retail, by the way. All right, so you could probably get them for, I don't know, $6, $7, something like that. Very, very cool. Definitely like this. I will definitely add this to, you know, some sort of bag. I just checked the sizes as well. We have a T6, T8, and T10, which are 3 of the most common sizes for, you know, different hardware on knives. So really, really cool tool. Very impressed with that. All right, so lastly, I think, got some paperwork in here, but this looks like it's the last item. Gatorize, stick it or clip it, magnetic LED mini lights. Ooh, that's a cool concept. So we have some little LEDs. Let's break into this. Take a good look at that. All right, pop one off. Whoops. We're gonna look at the back here. All right, bright LED, easy on off switch. All right, in the front, attach the gator clip to anything. Stick the magnet to any steel surface. All right, so it's magnetic, and of course there's a little roach clip, which is nice. So, magnetic, let's see. Well, first let's close our tool here. All right, is that gonna stick? Yes, it is. It is quite magnetic. All right, so there's a magnet, and obviously a clip. Clip it to anything. Oh, here, we got the box here, right? Let's see, does this swivel? No, it's just straight. Little thing on the front. That is pretty darn handy. That is really cool. I could definitely see these being used in a camp situation. In fact, I am going to pack these away in our camp stuff because I could definitely see myself using these all over the place, all around the campsite. Really, really cool concept. I kind of wish the only thing I would change, if it was even possible with this design, is to just have it so it's, you know, able to rotate left and right, just because of, you know, you might clip it in a specific position where you want to angle it, you know. So that's the only thing that would make this thing cooler. But besides that, that is pretty neat. Again, very curious on the price. Those are 10 bucks. 10 bucks for what, a 5-pack? That thing is pretty neat. I don't think the batteries are interchangeable. It's pretty much throwaways once the battery runs out. And as we know, LEDs last a very long time. You would just chuck in, just get a new set. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me make sure I go through this paperwork here because there's always some coupons and stuff, which is good for some people. All right, Gatorize, 10% off if you use the code BATTLBOX. All right, if you go direct to the website. What is this? This is for the Tiny Survival Guide, as well as some of the other stuff here. The Survival Show podcast. Oh, that's pretty cool too. I wish you guys can scan these, but you can't. Let's see, build your ultimate EDC. So it's tinysurvivalgear.com is the website that's making that. And here's a coupon for 10% off until December 25th, 2019. All right, so if you're interested, there you go. And lastly, this is for the WorkSharp stuff. A lot of people actually ask me about these sharpeners. I've never used these WorkSharp sharpeners. I hear people swear by them. It is on my to-do list. Eventually, I will get these and try them myself. You guys know I'm just used to old school hand sharpening. I have all kinds of different sharpening systems. This seems very easy. You throw a little motor in there, it takes a lot of the work out of it, doesn't it? But I have heard great things about them and just have yet to try it myself. One day, I will certainly try them. But anyway, so here's a code for 25% off at their website. I'm curious to see if that offsets like the retail. Because obviously if you buy directly from a company, it's gonna be a little more expensive than, let's say you get it from a knife dealer or something that sells them. The 25% off might be about the same price. It might be better, who knows? But anyway, if you're curious to see, there's the code in the corner for that. So there you go, guys. That is this month's battle box. This is a really, really cool box. I like everything that's in this box and everything is extremely useful. I will definitely do other videos on some of the stuff. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. If you don't know, I post them every single day. A lot of times people don't get them in their subscription box. YouTube is a big place these days. So if you do enjoy the videos and want to see them, check back the main channel every single day. There'll be something new for you to see. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow.